Hey everybody, welcome to Mental Health is the Verb. Dr. Jake here. You guys know me, but guess what? I have another special guest with me today. Now, I'm going to do a little better this time. I did my homework last night. Dr. Karen White Trevino, if you got an opportunity to see her interview, I put her on the spot.
Ooh.
So I'm going to put myself on the spot. Like I said, I did a little bit of my homework, and I'm going to let her fill in the gaps. Now, I can already tell you, what do you call this? Like shoot from the hip, off the cuff. Impromptu. That this, a lot of times, this person right here is my partner in crime in a lot of things that I do. So I anticipate already that this interview is going to be quite fun. So to my right, my anatomical right, okay, Dr. Jill Vanderlyke, DNP, MSN, RNC. Now currently, she is the Director of Nursing Skills and Simulation Center. Her title is Assistant Professor of Clinical Practice. She has been a nurse for 35 years, you guys.
Plus a few.
Okay, yes. And a clinical instructor for 15 of those years. Now, what are you going to fill in the gaps? What else do we need to know about you as far as your bio, your auto bio, however you want to say that?
Oh, that's easy peasy. I think, first and foremost, I should just say right off the bat that nursing is my world. It's my everything. And even before I made it out of childhood, I knew that nursing was for me. So there's that, and it's been that. And I am a Taurus. Do you know what a Taurus is, Dr. Bush?
The bull.
Within the zodiac sign.
I'm a Gemini.
And so I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn and I'm slow and steady. I know. Can you imagine? So yeah, I knew what I wanted, and I was going to get it. The bull was going for the nursing degree.
And actually, I don't think we've ever talked about that before. Like
Yeah.
exchange signs.
Oh yeah. Well,
I know you love this sign.
I already gave him one.
Oh,
When
yes.
you weren't looking. So nursing was it. I knew what I wanted, and the second thing that I wanted was to be a mother. And so I met Mr. Vanderlyke, and we hit it off. We were married within 10 months.
Okay.
And and we were blessed with 3 biological children, and we adopted our youngest from the Ukraine. So,
Okay.
yeah, and so that was my full-time job. I did not have a full-time job in nursing until I was an old girl. And I came back here to University of West Florida to get my master's degree because I'm a hometown girl, I'm a native. So there you go. And then after I finished that, I had a mentor, Dr. Ermeline Keel. You know Dr. Keel?
Yes, I do.
And she said to me one day, you have to go back for your terminal degree, your DNP, Doctor of Nursing Practice. And a little tear trickled down because I was old. I was old. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. But she was right. In the world of academia and as an educator, I still had a lot of value. And I'm grateful because you and I both know as nursing educators that 1/3 of educators will retire. And so I'm in it to win it with nursing. So is that enough of
That is fantastic.
Okay.
Okay,
I
now.
do like to talk, sorry.
No. That's a good thing in an interviewee. So, the focus of these interviews, and you probably picked up on that with the first one, was I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And I will follow that up with 5 rapid fire.
Wow.
Okay? Now, some of these questions, you guys, I will keep similar from one guest to another. The rapid fire, I want to change up so it catches them by surprise.
I like
Just
surprises.
in case they've watched another one, then they probably won't be able to anticipate their rapid fire because I'm going to pull out a swift one on them. Okay? All right. The first one is going to be similar to my first one because you have served as our vice president of our Upsilon Kappa Sigma chapter.
Yes.
Sigma is our International Honor Society for nurses. And so Dr. Jill Vanderlyke has served as our chapter, like I said, Upsilon Kappa, vice president. So what is it that you get from Sigma? Just get us in our feels about Sigma. What does that mean to you to serve in that role, and what does Sigma mean to you?
Well, just as some background, I'm an average bird, Dr. Bush, and
Okay.
so I had never, I mean, I did win the spelling bee in 7th grade, but I'm not an athlete.
Do you remember what word you won on?
No, I don't, but I've thought about that many times. I should have
Okay.
written it down. But anywho, I think the honor, when I was actually in our MSN program, I was invited to join, and I was just overjoyed. And because I did not do the Greek life or any of that growing up, I
Yeah, I didn't either.
yeah, I didn't.
No.
We were poor, but I teased my daughter. I'm finally getting into, the Greek life. And the Greek letters are courage, honor, and love. Yes, all the things. Yes, all the things that nursing stands for. And the people. My mom always said, surround yourself with people smarter than you. And that's exactly what I'm doing, and it's a great joy. And I can, at this point in time, I can hang with the crowd. I can carry a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you do. You keep raising the bar, even for an old bird like me. I'm 57, but I'm still trying to get bigger, better, stronger all the time.
Okay, fantastic. Question number 2. What would you say are 3 key influences related to what made you the nurse you are today? And let me preface this, or give you a small detail of this. It doesn't have to be a person.
Okay.
Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a specific moment in time, an event in your life, but it could be people. So just keep that very broad.
Yeah. I had Aunt Verna, and she was a registered nurse, and she worked in a rural area, McDavid. I don't know if you're familiar with McDavid.
Yeah, is that up toward Bruton or?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay,
It's in the
yeah.
sticks, but she had the privilege of delivering a baby on the steps of her rural hospital, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And so I was sold. I don't remember ever not wanting to be a nurse. So I would say her. The second one was, Catholic nuns get a lot of grief about their intensity, we'll say. But I'm just so grateful that I had that kind of structure and boundaries, because it served me very well in nursing. Because you got to have your act together within within nursing care. And so I do. Although they would get after me, I felt though that it was important. They cared about my behavior, and so I would say the Catholic nuns. And then third, reading.
Okay.
Reading opened up my world in a way that I could get very emotional about, because if you grow up and with not a lot of resources, but you can lose your limits, so to speak, within a good book. And I would sit outside, even on a hot day like this. Yes, it is so hot, but I had a porch swing, and I would sit in that swing for hours reading, because it took me to other places in my mind. And I think that also has a lot of potential for protecting your spirit and resiliency, the grit that you love.
Yeah.
I think all that does come from reading in a lot of ways. So.
Okay, y'all, this is good energy here. All right. The third question I would like to ask you is, now this one is off the trail a little bit. It's not part of the rapid fire, but like I said, I do happen to work, the honor to work with this person quite a bit, and she has been a huge mentor for me. And she's probably going to laugh when she hears this question. But as long as I have known Dr. Vanderlyke, I have struggled and struggled and struggled with remembering names.
Oh.
And this person right here, I've asked her numerous times, do you have a photographic memory? Because she can hear, and I think it's a visual thing too, because I love psychology, I love mental health, and I've observed her like a cat or like a bear. Of trying to look at how does she do this? What is her magical powers? And I want to ask her that. So this is my question. How do you remember these names? I'm telling you guys, she's going to meet somebody one time, and she's going to remember your name to the day she dies. How do you do it?
Well, I'm not 100%.
You're on camera now.
Yeah.
This is being documented for critical evidence.
I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty close, and I think it's because
How?
I think it's because I recognized early on as a nurse educator that it meant something to people, even how to spell their name. And so many times with students, I will make sure that I get the spelling correct, even if they don't care about the spelling. I care about the spelling, but I think it's that I received a good energy vibe back when I showed that piece of caring, just to be interested in what the person's name was and how it was spelled. And so that's a reward, and it's within nursing too. It mirrors nursing. Like if you take care of someone and you see that it makes them happy, it makes you want to do it more and more and more. So.
Well, that is beautiful. I will say for myself, and this is a mental health, mental health is a verb channel, but being 100% transparent, I feel like I've said this before, I do deal with a lot of anxiety, and, I've leaned on this shoulder many a times, cried myself, not really.
It's mutual.
But I think for me, it's a social anxiety thing that I'm more, anyways, it's not about me, it's about you. So thank you for sharing that with us. Now it's time, you guys, for the rapid fire. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Are you ready?
I'm always ready, Dr. Bruce.
All right,
Always
people.
ready.
All right, I'm going to start out with an easy one,
Yeah.
but I think you're going to like this because it fits your MO as much as I know you personally. Do you have a favorite word?
A favorite word? Oh my goodness gracious, that would
And it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like a number one favorite, but I know you like words.
Yeah, I adore words, and back to the reading, but my kids would laugh at this, but my favorite word is function.
Function.
You must be able to function, right? You have to
Yeah,
function.
like F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N.
Yes, function. Like, you have to be able to function as a nurse. And then I like to play with words, so you can capitalize the F-U-N if you want to.
Oh,
Yeah.
put the fun and function. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, number 2. Do you have, now I love music, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite song? And I want to also add a tidbit to this. I want to know the song that if you, now I like baseball. Here you're walking up to the plate, okay? You've got your bat in your hand, and you're ready to hit a grand slam. And if you don't know what a grand slam, do you know what a grand slam is?
I do.
The bases are loaded. The ball game is tied. And everything is on your shoulders.
Mm.
And you're just the person that they want at that time. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll say you got a full count. All right? Well, which, of course, that would kind of not be your walk-up song at that point. But if you were to hear a song in your head that would send your bat and all that energy to where you could hit a grand slam, what is that song?
Paco Bell, Canon
What?
and D. Yes, Paco Bell. It's a
What is
flat
that?
class of Paco Bell,
Can you spell that?
not Taco Bell.
Okay, because I am a little hungry right now.
P-A-C-H-B-E-L.
P-A-C-H
E-L-B-E-L. Paco Bell.
E-L-B-E-L?
Yeah.
Is that one word?
Canon and D, yes.
Canon and D. Okay, you heard it, folks. We gotta look this up. Okay, actually I'll try to find a video link and put this in the
background.
description.
Oh.
Or perhaps if I
background.
could, that would be cool too. All right, that's a good one. All right, the next one, I love this one too. What would be a good spy code name for you?
Spy code name.
Spy code name.
Code name. Oh, is that like James Bond or something?
Well,
I'm
what
trying
is
to think
your
of a spy.
like?
What's a good spy name? I don't do a lot of Marvel
Okay,
and all
like
that.
no, like your covert, right? Your covert. And
Ah.
we need you to come on the scene. We need
Okay.
some function.
Okay, function. I would say that would be Witchy Wins. W-I-N-D-S.
Call them witchy wins.
Call 'em Witchy Wins because for some reason I can sneak up on people.
Now that's daggum the truth right there. I often say she's a ninja.
Yes, where'd you come from?
And she'll scare the daylights out of you. Okay, I'm a little hard of hearing in this ear, a lot of boom, boom, boom music.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, okay, Witchy wins.
Witchy wins.
All right, I love that.
I'm going to keep that.
All right, finish this sentence. Okay? Ooh, I love this one too. I love all these, of course. Finish this sentence. What 3 ingredients are in your... Now, you're going to love this. Let me pull something out of my secret bag here. My secret stash. What are your 3 ingredients in your signature lotion potion? We need to make a Witchy Wins Dr. Jill Vanderlyke. And this signature potion makes you feel energized. You guys, you know, you probably won't be able to see this, but like today.
Don't tell me what's in that one.
No. But to kind of put you in the groove with this, what I envision to tease out of you with this, here I am, getting ready this morning, okay? I know I'm going to have this great interview today, and I put on my favorite underoos, tuck in my favorite shirt, and I'm not a big lotion wearer, but I'm listening to a 90s chillax and music channel, and what comes on but, could you be the most beautiful girl? Now, I don't know why, okay, but I'm just jamming out. I'm in a good mood. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put on some aromatherapy.
Yes.
So that was what I thought. I ran right then to this card, and I crossed out the question I had, and I said, no, I need to know, what is your signature lotion potion? And it doesn't have to be just a scent. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's a scent. It can be any, it could be a word, it can be any, but you're going to have 3 ingredients.
Oh, well, let's see if this one will do for you.
Okay.
How about some coconut oil,
Coconut oil,
some ginger,
ginger,
and some vanilla
vanilla,
extract, organic.
organic, okay, I love that.
Those are popping the senses. You
Yes,
know I love my
that.
cranial
yes,
nerves.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Mhm.
Okay, now this is our final question, and our viewers are hanging on to every last word for this one. What is your go-to activity for your mental health, for your self-care?
Easy. Comes right to mind. I do it every week. I go to the what we call the base beach.
Okay,
Yeah, and I like water walking.
water walking.
Right? So you just up to about your mid shin, and you walk. And believe it or not, even though it's not the Gulf, it does give some resistance.
Okay. Well, folks, you have heard it straight from Dr. Vanderlyke's mouth, and I will say, if you ever have an opportunity to meet any of our guests, but in this point in time, Dr. Vanderlyke, she is true from the heart. She shoots from the hip and from the heart. And when she remembers your name, I'm telling you, she will remember it for a lifetime. So say hello if you ever see her out and about. She does. She does truly love people, and she oozes heartfelt, genuine kindness and a love for human beings. So thank you for being our guest today. It has truly been a privilege and an honor, and brings just joy to the day.
Well,
Thank you.
I would like to thank you as well, Dr. Bush. You have been a breath of fresh air in my life for about the past 5 years, and that's a real gift. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks, you guys. See you later.